My name is Kim Swears, the Boat Boss. I spend most of my days in South Florida on yachts and center consoles, but today I'm super excited to show you all that Supra has to offer and why they are the leader in the tow sport boat market. Before we get on board some of these Supra boats, I wanted to give you a little bit of history about Supra. They were founded in the early 1980s. They're located outside of Knoxville, Tennessee. They employ about 300 of the very best talented craftspeople and support team in the business. They are super focused on exceptional, unparalleled customer experience coupled with innovation, design, and performance. So come on board and let's check them out. Supra Boats has been in the business for quite some time, many decades, and they focus on, like I said, customer experience and innovation. I'd like to introduce to you one of their pro riders, Thomas Herman.
Yep, how's it going?
It's nice to meet you.
I know, nice to meet you as well.
And I know you came to the brand because of all Supra is.
Yep, yeah.
It's one of the best brands in the business.
Yep, best company I've ever worked with. They're an awesome, amazing group of guys and team as well, for sure.
Well, Thomas, you know, what I like about Supra is I build boats for clients and work with clients, and the option list is so long. It really is, you know, quite time consuming, and each line item has to be explained and the costs associated with. What makes Supra so different from all the other manufacturers?
Yeah, and I was just talking about this with someone else, that probably my favorite thing about Supra is that so much stuff comes standard, right? And just like you said, other companies in the business, they have a long list you got to go through. There's like 20 different options, right? So yeah, on the Supra, basically everything comes standard besides like 3 things that we'll talk about.
There's actually 5. There's 5, okay. But there's 3 major things.
Yeah, yeah.
But Boat Boss tip, and obviously the triple, what do you call yourself?
Triple back roll. triple flip. Triple flipper.
Mr. Triple Flip and the Boat Boss highly recommend that all 5 of these options, at least the top 3, that you consider when you're building a Supra boat, because not only will you enjoy it, you and your family, but when you go to resell your boat and it's on the market, that value proposition that you having all the options that Supra provides, plus the 5, or at least the 3 major ones, are super important for that top resale value. So Thomas, you're gonna show me this boat. Let's get on it.
Let's go check it out.
We're on the brand new Supra SV, the new model for 2024. Thomas, tell me about this boat.
Yep, Supra absolutely killed this boat. New model for 2024. The SV is just under 22 feet long. It has the capacity to fit 15 people.
What I love a lot about the Supra boats is the amount of ample storage. And as you know, having enough storage when you're underway, keep the lines, the jackets, and the boards out of the way so they're not becoming a trip hazard is key.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So let's talk about the surf locker. I love this feature. It is one where you can put everything in that's wet, dry. What are some of the things that you put in there?
Yeah, so this is the surf locker. So it's mostly designed for surfboards. When you've already taken up a lot of space in the racks, you can just throw your surfboard separately back here.
But anything, I put it in wet, which is awesome.
Yeah, I throw my life jacket, rope, whatever I want in there. Yeah.
I love it. Well, you know, one thing that's new, and this is new for 2024, check this out. This is the drop steps, and it's so important when you're getting in and out of the water to have, you know, this feature. So again, this is something that is not standard in Supra, but Boat Boss tip, and Thomas recommends it as well. This is a feature that you definitely want to, you know, spend a little extra money on, because it is one that you will love. It will also be great for resale value. Another cool feature on the Supra boats are the transom facing seats, and that's where all the show happens, behind the boat. That's where you and your family are on the boat.
You gotta have a good view.
Right?
Yep.
And it's not actually a standard option, but it's one you definitely want to consider when you're building your Supra. So Thomas, show me these seats.
Yeah. Right there.
So easily they pop up, but what's really the most important feature is what's underneath the seats, and that's where the ballast. We talk about how important ballast is to your performance on the water.
Yeah, so I mean, ballast is super important, and if you're wake surfing, normally like 100% of the time you're going to be using some sort of ballast, at least a little bit. And then wakeboarding wise, as soon as you get into kind of that intermediate, more advanced level of riding, you're going to want to start playing around with some ballast.
You mentioned playing around with the ballast, and a lot of times you have to put bags on the boat and people go from side to side, which is crazy when you think about how we used to operate our boats. But now Supra has come out with some amazing technology that has the rider's preferences. So when you're on the water, you tell your whoever's driving, just that's my setting. You can save that setting. And that is definitely a feature that is awesome about Supra Boats.
100%.
Gator Step is standard on all Supra models, and Gator is really a top-of-the-line product. They use EVA versus EAP foam, which is the flooring. And what does that mean? It sounds very technical, but it actually prevents shrinkage, expansion. It helps with so many of the weather factor. So it's a great product and is one that's standard on all Supra models. Supra employs over 300 people, and part of that group is an in-house upholstery department. This upholstery is top of the line.
Best.
It is amazing. I want to get on the boat now and show you the rest of this SV, but to start, this transom pass-through is an amazing safety feature. You're never walking over upholstery, asking people to get out of the way. I just love that.
Easy, too easy.
The pull-out bench or the pull-out seat has many different positions. Thomas, show us how it works.
Yeah, so you just give it a little pull back. It'll lock into place. Lift her up. Flip her around so you can face that way. Then, now that it's already here, let it back down, and there's your little table and cup holder setup.
So when you're out there, you take a break for lunch, or the kids want to have a snack, this is the most perfect, ideal situation.
Exactly.
Thomas, I'm on a lot of boats all day long, and I have not seen this feature yet. This is an epic feature on all Supra Boats. Show us what's inside there.
The cooler. It's necessary.
I love it. So it's out of the way, not a trip hazard, keeps everything organized. And let's roll right into how many cup holders are on this boat. I've never seen so many.
I know.
There is a spot for everyone's drink. You're not fighting for space on where your drink goes. There's 15 people capacity on this boat. There's at least that many cup holders. The team at Supra has done a fantastic job engineering a helm station that captains the driver's seat that is just like the car business. I understand this is new for 2024. We have an automated seat. Show us how it works.
Yeah. So you got 4 buttons down here, up, down, forward, and back. It's a power seat, just like you would have in your car.
That's amazing. When you talk about jumping in the boat, and I know a lot of people maybe do wakeboarding before work, or they're short for time, and having all these settings saved is epic. In a lot of my walkthrough videos, I talk about how important the thruster is, not only to the performance, but to the safety factor of the person operating the boat and its guests on board. The thruster on the Supra is something that is not standard, but highly recommended. Again, Boat Boss tip and Champion recommended. This is a key feature that you want to definitely get on the boat. Let's talk about the thruster. When you're out there and you're docking, it keeps it close. Tell us about your experience in dealing with the thruster.
Yeah, the thrusters, honestly, you get spoiled with them. It makes driving your boat, parking your boat, just too easy. It's amazing.
Well, you don't have to worry about when you're at the dock and you're trying to get close, or you're circling back around to pick up someone in the water. The thruster is a must-have, and I highly recommend it.
Yeah.
Supra's at the forefront of technology. They make it very accommodating for all your devices that you have on board. Thomas, there's a really cool feature, 2024. Tell us about this.
Yeah, one of my favorite features, right next to the steering wheel, right in the driver's view, you have the wireless charging phone mount.
And what Supra does have is a USB and a USB-C charger that is right to the right side of the driver. So you can really charge your Apple Watch, your iPad, whatever it might be. There's so many different applications that are very accommodating on the Supra Boats. The Vision Helm is epic feature on Supra Boats. There's 3 screens. There's 2 here at the helm and 1 for what I call the assistant co-pilot. This is actually an audio. Guests can actually operate the audio system and the lighting, allowing a lot less multitasking for the driver. And
Yep.
Thomas, you have done this so many times. How distracting can it be when you've got all this going on?
Oh yeah, the driver's got so much going on. You got to worry about speed, ballast, music, controlling everything. But
It's a lot.
that third screen definitely plays a big role, so the person in the passenger seat can control that instead of you.
Well, let's talk about the two screens itself.
Yep.
What are some of the features that you absolutely love about the Supra boats?
Yeah, so these screens is where everything goes on. You can control everything in the boat that you have to. My favorite thing is probably, like you mentioned earlier, those profile settings that you can set up. Supra made it super easy. Just go in, couple clicks, and you're ready to go.
That's outstanding. So when you are actually, like I said, short for time, you want to get a run in, you
Yep.
go ahead and you jump in, you set, you push your buttons for your seat.
Yep.
Go ahead and you get in the water and your profile settings are set, and then you're off and running.
Oh yeah. Yeah, all within the matter of 30 seconds, you're set up, ready to go.
One of the features that is not standard, but again, both Boss Tip and Champion recommended, are the heated seats. It's a super cold day here in Orlando, and the heated seats are a great feature.
Yep.
One thing that's a pain point in boating is the battery switch for me. Sometimes it's left on. Actually, a lot of the times it's left on because it's hidden. But Supra in 2024 has relocated the
Yep.
battery switch. Show me where it's at.
Yeah, so now the battery switch is just a button right on the tower right there.
So it makes it ideal. It's the last thing that you turn off. Sometimes it's the most commonly forgotten thing, but it's right
Yep.
there. You go ahead and lower the top, which is a great
Yep.
feature too.
Yeah.
And you can get under bridges, but it also allows you to what? Put the cover on at night.
Yeah, 100%.
Take care of the top, hit that battery switch, and
Yep.
off you go.
Exactly.
Supra Boats has had a long-term partnership with PTM racks. These are the coolest racks I've seen yet.
Yep.
New for 2024. Show me how that works.
Yeah, you just pull this little lever and swivel them all the way out, and then they have a ratcheting feature on them for 2024.
And that feature that you just speak of does not injure the board at all.
Yeah, super soft, but it also gets it tight, so your boards are gonna stay in there.
all
Yeah,
in place.
yeah, they'll be solid.
Cool stuff.
And then you just pull this little lever, they pop right out.
At the bow of the boat, we call this the fun zone. This is where most of the kids are gonna hang out.
Yep.
I also call it the playpen. So this is a great feature. You can actually use this to separate
Yep.
the bow to the rest of the boat. But what is the actual function of this as well?
Yeah, so the center seat kind of acts like your wind blocker, right? So if it's cold out, you can also throw this up, so no air will be blown back there, so everyone stays warm. And at the same time, it also folds down, so it gives you easy access and a walkway to the back of the boat.
Such a great fun zone and a great feature with Supra Boats. Orlando is home to Disney World and the most famous mouse in the world. But fun facts, it is also the home to over 100 lakes, some of the best lakes in the country. We are on Lake Jessamine today, and it is the home of champion riders like Thomas. You live here, you work here.
Yep, it's a blast. This is my backyard, so I'm out here almost every single day, wakeboarding, hanging on the boat, and having fun with friends.
Well, I was saying, whether you live, work, or play on the water, just get on the water, and this
Yep.
is true to that motto.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Supra Boats is at the forefront of innovation, especially audio innovation. They recently partnered with Vocal Acoustics, who is the leader in the space when it comes to innovation, design, and acoustics. And they formed Dynamic Sound Design. And that's what we see in the power towers, we call it.
Yeah.
So music is life. Thomas, tell me how important music is to you.
Yeah, music, first of all, off the water. I'm listening to music all day long, but on the water, it's so important to me. And I mean, with the DSD system and Vocals partnership, when I'm out there riding, I can hear the music so clearly, and like, it hypes me up
Pumps
to
you up,
ride. Yeah,
puts
pumps
fuel in
me
your
up,
tank.
gets me in a good mood, and I feel like I ride so much better when there's music involved. So.
I love it. Speaker box here are actually an added option. Again, Boat Boss approved, champion endorsed. This is something, if you love music, we both love music. Music is life. It gives us fire, it gives us fuel, and it also adds, like you're saying, to the experience for the rider on the water.
Oh yeah, yeah, music adds such an experience to just lake life in general and boats.
Well, Thomas, let's take the audience and let's go ahead and dive into this groundbreaking sound system. Zone 1 is located at the bow. There are two 7.7-inch speakers located at the bow of the boat, turned in a way that they're considered to be virtual subwoofers. This gives your guests an enhanced bass experience at the bow for a more emotional connection. Zone 2 is located at the helm. The helm audio system features six speakers, each individually powered and active DSP control. This optimizes speaker positioning and creates exceptional sound quality. The Helm audio system delivers an epic sound experience that opens the soundstage and prevents sound from reflecting off the forward windshield. This is a groundbreaking industry first not offered on any of the other brands. Zone 3A is in the aft section of the boat and uses the same 7.7-inch speakers found at the bow and placed in a tune-ported enclosure, an industry first to place a full-range speaker in this type of application. These speakers are aimed towards listening area, directing the sound for seating without the need for larger speakers. Zone 3B is located in the Supra Tower, a fully integrated location for the speakers in the vertical support of the tower, utilizing the inside as an enclosure. The placement of these speakers blend the helm and aft cockpit speakers together, bringing sound above the cockpit to create the most immersive audio system ever heard in a towboat. Steve Jobs from Apple once said, "Innovation is the only way to win," and Supra Boats is doing just that. Thomas, it's been an awesome day with you. Appreciate your time.
Thanks for having me out.
Stay tuned, folks. There's an epic video to follow this walkthrough. If you are interested in Supra Boats, visit supraboats.com and build your boat today. Visit your local dealer and say hi. Check out the boats live and in person. We wish all of you an epic 2024 in whatever you do. Thomas, look forward to seeing great things from you as well.
Thank you.
Take care, everyone.